Have you ever loved someone so deeply that you'd risk everything, even your soul, just to keep them close? What if the very thing you feared most, losing them, came true because you held on too tightly? From galaxies far away to the quiet chambers of Stoic thought, this is more than fiction. This is a timeless lesson about the danger of emotional attachment and the wisdom of letting go. From the epic saga of Star Wars to the timeless guidance of Stoic philosophy, the fall of Anakin Skywalker is more than just a cinematic tragedy. It's a powerful reminder of the destructive power of emotional over-attachment. Picture it. A man so desperately in love, so terrified of losing his beloved Padme, that he was willing to sacrifice everything, his values, his identity, even his soul, just to prevent her death. But in his desperate grasp to save her, he lost her anyway, and became something he once vowed never to be. Anakin's story, while extreme, reflects a fear many of us know all too well, the fear of losing the people or things we love, whether it's a relationship, a dream, or even a version of ourselves we're clinging to. This fear can drive us to irrational lengths. And it's not just a tale from a galaxy far, far away. It's a deeply human struggle. This is where Stoicism enters the conversation. It offers not just ancient wisdom, but practical steps to help us navigate the painful terrain of loss and detachment. In today's video, we're diving deep, right into the heart of human attachment, fear, and the calm clarity that Stoic thinking can offer. So stay with us until the end. Each step we explore isn't just philosophical, it's actionable. Think of it as a toolkit you can reach for when emotions rise and clarity fades. Step 1. Take a step back. Sometimes the wisest thing you can do is to walk away. Not forever, not to punish, but to create space. Space for clarity. Imagine you're at a loud party, music booming, people laughing, voices overlapping, and someone tries to whisper something important to you. Can you really hear them? That's what it's like when emotions are blaring and we're too close to a person or situation. We can't see clearly, let alone think clearly. Our judgment gets drowned out by emotional noise. But stepping back is like walking into a quieter room. Suddenly, things make more sense. The Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, "As often as you sojourn, return to yourself." This isn't just about physical space, it's emotional and mental space too. When we create that space, we begin to observe our emotions instead of being consumed by them. It's like watching clouds drift across the sky. We see them, acknowledge them, but don't become them. And no, this kind of detachment isn't cold, it's wise. It allows us to view the entire chessboard, not just the pieces. So how can you apply this today? You don't need to retreat to the mountains. You just need to unplug. Turn off your phone for an hour. Take a quiet walk. Sit alone in silence. Give your mind the room it needs to breathe. Because in those silent moments, away from the noise, you'll find your truest voice. A voice not driven by fear or urgency, but by wisdom and grounded strength. Step 2. Reflect on the rationality of distance. Sometimes the bravest choice is to let go. So after stepping back to regain clarity, the next challenge is even deeper. Choosing whether that distance is a necessary act of growth or just fear in disguise. Let's be clear. Distance is not abandonment. It's not an escape, a punishment, or a rejection. It's a conscious, courageous choice to preserve your peace, your energy, and your moral integrity. Stoicism isn't a philosophy of cold detachment. It's a philosophy of warm clarity. It asks us to consider, honestly, does this person contribute to your life like a beautiful melody? Or do they bring chaos like a dissonant note that never quite fits? Take a moment to reflect on the words of Epictetus. We are not disturbed by what happens to us, but by our thoughts about what happens. It's not just about what someone did or didn't do, it's about how you interpret their presence in your life. Are they a chapter that pushes your story forward? Or are they a footnote? Distracting, irrelevant, even draining. In the end, choosing to step away is not a sign of weakness. It's a declaration. A declaration that your life, your values, and your emotional well-being matter. That your story deserves to be written with intention, not reaction. Stoicism invites us to curate our lives with thoughtfulness, to surround ourselves with relationships that uplift, that challenge us to grow, and to release those that only create noise. Now, while reflection is essential, it's equally important to remember. We're not meant to navigate these waters alone. Step 3. Have a conversation with someone you trust. When life feels like a chaotic jigsaw puzzle, when the pieces just don't seem to fit, it's time to reach out. Yes, Stoicism teaches inner strength, but it never says we should. Walk alone. Speaking with someone you trust isn't weakness. It's wisdom. Imagine being lost at sea. The sky is stormy, your compass spinning. Now imagine a steady voice beside you, an anchor in the storm. That's what a trusted confidant can be. You're not dumping your problems on them. You're sharing your thoughts to gain clarity, to see things from a perspective beyond your own. Seneca, ever attuned to the human soul, once said a true friend is like a mirror, not just reflecting your appearance, but your inner truth. And sometimes we need that mirror, someone to show us what we can't yet see on our own. When you open up to the right person, you invite them into your inner world. You build a space of shared understanding where wisdom flows, not just comfort, but choose this person carefully. Let them be someone who lives the values you aspire to. Their insights, even the quietest ones, can hold unexpected truths. Sometimes, just their presence is enough, a reminder that you're not walking this path alone. Stoicism embraces this kind of support, because it knows, while detaching from toxic bonds is necessary, connection with the right people brings strength, clarity, and peace. So, talk, share, listen, reflect. These conversations aren't just comforting, they're transformative. And as you become clearer, calmer, more grounded, you're ready for the next essential step in mastering your emotions. Step 4, where we explore how to set boundaries for your feelings and navigate emotional storms with strength. After finding strength through trusted connection, we arrive at a critical next step, setting boundaries for our emotions. Because clarity isn't just found in reflection or conversation, it's maintained through conscious control. Epictetus once reminded us, we are not troubled by things, but by the view we take of them. And that insight forms the heart of emotional discipline. It's not about blocking emotions, but about managing their influence. Like a wise gatekeeper, we must welcome every feeling at the door, but not let them ransack the house of our inner peace. Think of it this way. Emotions are visitors. They come knocking. Anger, sadness, anxiety, they all arrive uninvited. But just because they knock doesn't mean they get to stay for dinner. When anger shows up, we greet it. We acknowledge its cause, but we don't let it sit at the head of the table and run the conversation. Emotional boundaries are about engaging with our feelings like thoughtful hosts. We say, I see you, I understand you, but I won't let you take control. Practically, this might mean giving yourself a time window to fully experience a strong emotion. For example, I'll let myself feel this frustration for the next 30 minutes. Then, I'll shift my focus toward possible solutions. It's a dance of self-awareness and control, like a tightrope walker, aware of the height but steady on the rope. You don't ignore the emotions. You don't fall into them, either. You honor them. Then gently, you steer yourself back toward balance and clarity. This isn't emotional suppression. It's emotional moderation. Like sweetening tea, you want enough to notice the flavor, but not so much that it spoils the drink. Step 5. Thoughtfully consider the consequences of creating distance. Now, as you stand at the threshold of detachment, don't rush forward. Pause. Look down both paths, the one that leads closer and the one that creates space. Stoicism doesn't call for cold, impulsive exits. It invites deliberate, thoughtful decisions, like a chess player who studies every angle before making a move. Imagine each path before you as a possible future. One may lead to peace, personal growth, and freedom. Another may leave behind regrets or strained bonds. Which one feels aligned with your values? Which one truly nurtures your evolution? Marcus Aurelius, who ruled an empire yet battled personal turmoil, once reflected, "Look back over the past, with its shifting empires that rose and fell, and you can foresee the future too." In other words, our past holds lessons. So take a moment to reflect. When have you distanced yourself before? What happened then? Did it bring relief and clarity, or loneliness and remorse? Use those reflections as guideposts, like lanterns, lighting the road ahead. Let them inform, not dictate, your choice. And don't forget to consider the ripple effects. Yes, detachment may benefit you, but how will it impact others? Stoicism is not selfish. It seeks balance. Wisdom means aligning your growth with compassion. Imagine yourself walking through a garden. Are your steps cultivating life, or are they crushing flowers underfoot? In its highest form, detachment isn't just escape. It's a deeply ethical decision, one that protects your inner harmony while respecting the larger web of relationships we all move within. Step 6. Give yourself a break from social media. Now, let's talk about one of the most powerful distractions in modern life, social media. Picture your mind as a still, glassy lake, calm, reflective. Now imagine constant raindrops falling onto it, each one a notification, a post, a comparison. Before long, the surface is rippling with noise. Clarity disappears. Even though Stoicism was born in an age of scrolls, not screens, its wisdom is more relevant than ever. Seneca, the Roman philosopher who explored the brevity of life, would likely view today's endless digital scrolling as one of our era's greatest time thieves. He once wrote, "Life is long if you know how to use it, and using it well means reclaiming your attention." This isn't just a digital detox. It's an act of philosophical defiance, choosing to guard your peace in a world that profits from your distraction. Coming up in page 4, we'll explore how solitude and silence, rather than emptiness, can become your greatest allies in healing and personal growth. After stepping away from the digital noise, we began to rediscover something rare: silence, clarity, and presence. Now, we deepen that practice by fully embracing what that stillness can offer. In today's world, our attention is the currency, and everyone wants to spend it. Social media, with its endless scroll of updates, images, and opinions, is designed to pull us in. But when you step back even for a while, you're not just turning off the noise. You're giving your mind permission to breathe, to think, and simply to be. Imagine you're inside your cozy room. Outside the window, the street is alive. Cars honk, people rush by, lights flicker. But you draw the curtains. Suddenly, the chaos remains, yet it's no longer your concern. For a moment, you're present in your own space, still, safe, untouched by the world's demands. That's what a break from social media truly is. It's not escape, it's self-care. It's the conscious choice to pause and reflect. What is nourishing me right now? What is draining me? As you take this pause, observe what shifts inside you. Do you feel calmer, more alert to your own thoughts, more in tune with what matters? This is the essence of Stoicism: awareness, knowing what you can control and gently releasing what you cannot. We can't stop the rain, but we can step under a shelter and marvel at the beauty of the storm without getting soaked. In this age of hyperstimulation, disconnecting from social media may feel like stepping off a speeding train. The sudden stillness can be startling, but it's in that very stillness that clarity returns. So take Seneca's advice to heart. Use this time wisely. Read, walk, reflect, write in a journal, call someone who matters. Do the things that feed your soul, not just pass the time. This is your sacred space. Your opportunity to remember who you are, beyond the noise, beyond the likes, beyond the endless updates. Final step, focus deliberately on your fundamental needs. And now, in this final step on the path of detachment, we arrive where the journey always leads us, inward. Stoicism lies not in denying life's challenges, but in turning toward what truly matters. Your essential, non-negotiable needs. Strip away the noise, the fluff, the distractions, and ask yourself, what does my soul need to grow? What nourishes me, not just externally, but deeply? Imagine your life as a garden. What helps it thrive? Sunlight, water, tender care. In the same way, your emotional and spiritual well-being needs nourishment. Stillness, honesty, moral clarity, meaningful connection. Epictetus, born into hardship yet rich in wisdom, taught that wealth is not found in having many possessions, but in desiring little. And that applies not just to material goods, but to emotional clutter too. So take time to reflect. What truly brings you peace? Is it quiet mornings with a book, genuine conversations that stretch your thinking, creative time with your art, your music, your voice? Identify these core needs and honor them. Because detachment doesn't mean isolation. It means choosing what to carry with you on the journey, leaving behind what weighs you down. This is your compass. Return to it often. Realign as you grow. Because the world will keep pulling at your attention, your emotions, your energy. But when you know your true needs, when you commit to honoring them, you live with purpose, with peace, with strength. And that is the quiet, powerful heart of Stoicism. Having now walked through the essential steps of mindful detachment, we arrive at a powerful realization. This process isn't about cutting ties, it's about reclaiming clarity. As we journey down the path of disengaging from unhealthy attachments, whether to people, patterns, or distractions, Stoicism offers us a wellspring of timeless wisdom and practical guidance. This philosophy doesn't shout, it invites. It invites us to pause, to step back, and to reflect deeply on why we're pulling away. It reminds us to speak with honesty, to place boundaries where our peace needs protection, to observe, not react, to step away from the constant noise, and to realign our lives around the needs that truly matter, the ones that nourish our souls and steady our hearts. Each of these actions isn't random. They're in perfect harmony with the Stoic virtues: wisdom, courage, temperance, and justice. And contrary to common misconception, detachment in Stoicism doesn't mean apathy or emotional coldness. It means strength. It means balance. It means cultivating a calm and resilient inner state, one that is not easily shaken by the storms of life. Because as we navigate the complexities of human relationships, personal growth, and daily uncertainty, Stoicism doesn't just guide us, it anchors us. Like a lighthouse standing firm amidst crashing waves, its teachings illuminate a path not only toward virtue, but toward emotional fortitude, self-awareness, and peace. Now we turn the question over to you. Which of these Stoic steps spoke to your heart the most? Is there one you're inspired to try in your own life? Let us know in the comments below. We read everyone. If this video offered you value, wisdom, or a moment of calm clarity, please consider giving it a like to show your support. And if you Haven't yet? Hit subscribe, share it with someone who needs it, and don't forget to ring the notification bell so you never miss another dose of practical Stoic insight.